So what's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer, and we are here with the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Nemesis Immortal. That's right, yeah, they lost the Nemesis Enforcer thing. They've actually lost that a long time ago. Believe it or not, the last time this figure came out, he was called Nemesis Immortal. You don't believe me? That's what the internet's for. So, quit complaining, fanboys. It's been like this for a long time. You just didn't care until now. That's right. I said it. Deal with it. So, this is a beast of a figure in so many ways. You know, the whole Cobra Law thing, there's so many hot takes about it. I actually really hated it in the movie. But I do kind of like how they're doing it with the Skybound comics. So, that's pretty neat. But still, the whole concept just ticked me off. But I've got a collecting problem, so I have to have all the Joes. It's just how I am. So, this guy went up for order on Hasbro Pulse. I thought I ordered him. Turns out he wasn't in my cart. I bitched, I complained, I moaned, and then T-Man978 said, "Hey, David, he's back up today," and I immediately went and got him. So, once again, it was my infamous ability of giving a company money, and they sent me the product. The box is gorgeous, just like the SDCC Cobra Commander. You can't fault him for that. He looks great in the box. The photography back here is sick as hell, to be honest. He looks great. There's Cobra Commander and the clamshell thing, whatever. Ooh, a big Cobra over there. I mean, this photography is so on point. But yeah. He is number 140. I can't believe we've gotten that far. You can see he gets an alternate head. He has the tentacles. He's got animal feet. And enough about that. Let's get this guy out of the box and see what all the hubbub is about, bub. So here's Nemesis Enforcer out of the box. And I definitely had to hit him with a hairdryer. He was a stiff boy. Very, very stiff. But as I always love to say, well, you guys hear it too many times, better stiff than loose. You know that. But definitely, the design is really nice. But some of the executions, I get why they did it, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. So, I mean, we're definitely going to talk about some of the positives here. This paint is absolutely gorgeous. You would honestly have to really be a hater to say anything about this paint. You know, we've got dry brushing, washes on it. The texturing is really well done. Some translucent paint here. The eyes are absolutely animalistic. I love it. The paint is beautiful. You know, the talons look really good. Okay, I mean, maybe the nails could have been gray or silver. That's just being a nitpicker. But I mean, there's still a wash on the gauntlets. There's a wash or dry brushing on all the carapace. I mean, this guy, if you're a 40K fan, he looks like he belongs in a well-painted Tyranid army. Like, he looks like this guy is the enforcer on a Gene Stealer cult. And if you know, you know. And so that is a very high praise to it. I think I love the gauntlet Guyver blades on here. You know, I think, was it Spectre Man, which was like an old Ultraman ripoff. That was one of the first characters to have this type of blades. And then there was Bow, and then the Guyver is probably the more famous one to have them. But anyway. But like, you got double jointed elbows, but like I said, they're very tight on there. There is a butterfly joint here that's decent. You guys can see we're talking about articulation here. Neck is on the slightly disappointing double barbell. But man, look at the actual paint on the neck itself. Really well done. I've got my ball and socket torso, so I'm happy for that. Ab crunch is not much down. Got a little bit back, so at least when he's flying, he can kind of semi-look forward. So that's okay. When we get down to the waist, again, almost nothing on the waist, but he does have the waist swivel. I've seen people separate this. I don't know if you can Dremel this out to give it more bending ability, more clearance for that. I'll have to check a look at that. It does have the drop down hip. Yay, you can kick out to here. Does have a thigh swivel. And that's all you're going to be getting, folks. I mean, I got the double jointed knee, and we got the ankle pivot, but there is no boot cut in here whatsoever. You know, and again, I can kind of see why, because they didn't want to break up the sculpt. But at the same time, you know, maybe if they had the boot as one piece, I don't know. Or at least have this being like a ball and socket type of scenario. You know, not socket, but you know, they could have had the mushroom peg into there. But sadly, yeah, there is no boot or foot swivel on there. I mean, we got a decent ankle pivots, and we can bend back. Gotta like the feet. The feet have the painted claws. Yay. So, gonna set them up there. Get an alternate pair of fist hands, which, you know, I'll probably never use. He's got a cool set of these organic swords. Again, this is that whole Tyranid thing going on here. Am I kicking the camera? I hope I'm not kicking the camera. This reminds me again something like a Tyranid would have, which I think is... So that edit point was definitely needed. This is a bit of a letdown. The swords just kind of hang out in his hand. You can already see... the hands don't grip the swords. Plain and simple. They just... The fingers will get a little bit on there, but... Gravity will do its thing, and eventually it will kind of fall. Yeah, these swords are just basically resting in there. So not much of a sword grip at all, and that is definitely disappointing. So, I mean, again, in the movie, I don't think he really used any of the swords. I think he just used his claws and his elbows. But I can move them. I mean, and moving him around with his joints being so... yeah, see, the sword is just already starting to fall down in there. So, case in point right there. So it's hard to really get him into a good dueling position, per se, with those swords because, yeah, he doesn't really want to hold a position. And that's definitely sad right there. So let's holster these, and let's play with some of these other accessories. I went ahead and I switched them to kind of the battle mask. So as you can see, this was the standard one, and this has that bone structure to it. You know, kind of going out and battle like a hell. Did I just flip his elbows around? Dang, that sucked right there. That's kind of, yeah. So, yeah, these wrist gauntlets, they rotate very easily, so you think you're doing one thing and they end up spinning around other places. That's fun. But, yeah, so I put the bone structure on here. I think this is a great look. I mean, obviously this is much more movie accurate, but this is definitely a fantastic modern update to him. I have no complaints to it at all. Even if I didn't have this head and this was the one they sent it with it, I think that would have been... I would have been happy with it. Let's put it that way. Kind of a throwback to the original toy. We do get the tentacles, which of course he did not use in the movie. So this just goes back here. And honestly, I have no real clue. I don't think anyone really knows. I mean, aside from the fact that it came with the original toy, these are on bendy wire. So I don't know if he used these to climb a window, if they spit acid, to make up your own. Even if they were, I think I would have been happy if they had snake heads on them, you know, kind of like a Medusa-like effect, so they could be like part of a melee weapon. But honestly, they're so short. I couldn't see him climbing up a building with these, you know, unless they were supposed to stretch out longer, like Dr. Octopus arms. Even then, I mean, yeah, we got 8 of them, which is nice. But aside from having... it's the fact that it came with the original toy, I don't even see any kind of practical or aesthetic use to it. You know, maybe if they could hold weapons like the Agent Venom tentacles could, that would have been kind of neat, but this is here, honestly, for the sake of the original toy had it. So, I mean, again, looks okay, fits okay, I can't see any purpose with it. Man, he's back heavy. Yes, he should have... all these bone structures, and they couldn't give him heel spurs. This guy literally could... you could have put heel spurs on him, like actual spurs back here, and it would work with the aesthetic. That's annoying me. Also, quick thing, maybe you could just, if you wanted to, just have this as like some little tentacled drone. Maybe that's it. He would sit there and send that thing after to like spy on people, and it would climb onto his back and biotransmit the data to him. That's it. That's my new personal canon. This is like a little creepy crawly that rides on his back every now and then. Kind of like you ever see Dune? There's that weird spider thing that the Harkonnens had. There we go. That's what that is. You know what this guy needs? This guy needs a damn stand. Because, yeah, those lack of heel spurs, I can't get him to... There we go. Literally, that took so much longer than it should have, and that looks horrible. Which is a damn shame because these wings look gorgeous. Again, incredibly well painted. The plastic itself is kind of translucent. You can see my fingers through it, so it picks up the color really well. The joint on here is very well tolerant, so you can extend the wing out, and it looks great. Gonna take up a lot of space on the shelf, that's for sure. But it doesn't take too much depth, so we could have him. You know, if you're doing a Cobra Law display, this is definitely the guy you put in the back of the shelf, towering over everybody. And if you want to extend the wings out for some vertical, you can, but if not, it won't be too shelf dominant. And you'd also want to put this guy on the back of the shelf, so when he falls back, he leans onto the back of the shelf, like that. Because that's the only way I'm getting this guy to stand. Which is a damn shame. For some size comparisons, here we have him with one of my favorite Marvel 6-inch Legends, the Killmonger figure, Vacation Condor, the recently reviewed Atlas in his exciting glory. Watch the review, you know what I'm talking about. And of course there he is, and he towers over everybody, which is absolutely fine. Absolutely perfect. He's supposed to be a big hulking beast, and he is a big hulking beast. So yeah, this is a lot more frustrating than it should be. As you guys know, when I do my videos, especially for the final thoughts, I try to put the figure into some kind of pose that just kind of makes him or her look cool, you know, just to kind of give you that little bit of, this is why I bought this figure type of thing. And it is very difficult to do that with Nemesis Immortal here. It kills me because of the things to look at. Again, the paint is beautiful. Everything about the palette, everything, the detail is great. You know, these wings. Sheesh, that was not cool. These wings, I mean, again, they're beautiful. They're so well painted, designed, and all that. He's got a fantastic profile. Like I said, he just should have come with a foot stand. He should have come with the peg stand, or he should have gotten heel spurs. Either or, because unless you got something to prop behind him, like these handy dandy hella dope cases, which you can get. Nope, never mind. Oh, there goes that ad for the guys. But that's definitely the challenge right here. So unless you got some kind of foot stands coming out for this guy, he's really not fun, which is a shame because he's beautiful. But you buy figures for the You buy figures for the fun. And if I can't have fun with them, that takes away so much of the value. Like I said, the wings are cool. My little tentacle friend is cool. But these feet are horrendous. Because he can't stand. He can't hold his weapon. And these are things I really look forward for in a figure. Maybe if he had some kind of like bio gun, at least, to do something with those trigger hands. And I'm sure those swords will be used for the Royal Guard when they come out. But I'm just going to say it, guys. Unless you're the die-hard collector, he's an easy pass. I feel really... I hate saying I feel gypped, but I do not feel happy with this purchase at all. And it's a shame because, again, he looks so good. It's just the actual execution is really floundering. So those are my thoughts, at least. Let me know your thoughts down below. Am I just having a bad experience? Am I playing with my figure wrong? Tell me, guys. Tell me what I need to do right. And only you can do that by filling out those comments. And of course, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. You know we're still giving away that Vanguard We'd be trying to do that around Christmas time or right around my birthday, which is in January. But of course, more importantly, as always, until next time, take care. Peace.